in this episode. Guys, don't expect one of our Urbex documentaries in this video. This time, we're trying something totally new. At the end of summer, we headed to a secluded ghost town, somewhere in Germany. We were full of luggage because we wanted to spend 2 full days inside this restricted zone. However, this wasn't a survival experiment or something similar. No, we were here to have fun. For 2 years we were developing an outdoor game. We now finally wanted to test in an Urbex environment. We had to prepare a lot, because the whole game turned out much more complex than we thought in the beginning. We were just full of ideas. On this day we had plenty of gadgets in our bags, which were part of the experience. This is the pilot episode of our scouting game, Wasteland Operations. Short disclaimer before we start with the episode. We came up with the idea of Wasteland Operations after watching a video series of 2 German YouTubers, Fritz Meinecke and Survival Martin. 2 years ago they started with their outdoor game called Random Mission. Our project Wasteland Operations builds on the basic rules of their game, but we upgraded it in several points. You can find a playlist to the original in the video description down below. Feel free to check out Random Mission and compare the 2 versions of the outdoor game. Let's start with the rules. Wasteland Operations takes place in the aftermath of a nuclear war. Large parts of the world lie in ashes. A few remaining groups are now fighting for the predominance of the wasteland. In this game there are 3 players in total, split into 2 teams. The agent is a lone wolf. He is infiltrating enemy territory to accomplish a random task. 2 security guards are working together to prevent the success of this mission. However, they don't know what the assignment or the location of the agent is. All they know is that there was a security breach and they are now looking for its source. In the beginning of every game, each team can pick their equipment. And the players can choose from a wide range of gadgets. All the different gear allows several tactical approaches. For example, radioactive zones can't be crossed without a suitable protection. Extreme caution is required in case of a blowout. This is a random event which will be signaled with an air horn. During a blowout, deadly radiation will be released from the atmosphere for a short period of time. Responsible for that is the nearby enemy research station, where they conduct experiments with the weather. In order to protect themselves from the blowouts, players must find shelter inside the building, or take a pill which prevents further damage to their bodies from the radiation. However, these pills are part of the gadgets which every team can buy in the beginning of each round. Let's take a closer look at the playing field. This is a map of the ghost town where the game takes place. These lines are the outside margin of the playing field. Both agent and security are only allowed to stay inside this area. This is a contaminated zone. If you are here without the gadget respirator mask, you lose the game. There are 6 potential targets for the agent, which might be part of his mission. All those objectives are USB flash drives. They all have the same size and the only difference is their color. The first objective is located here. On the balcony on one of the upper floors, the green memory stick is hanging on a clothesline rope. It also can be seen from down below. The second target is in the middle of the map. The white USB stick is located on a small pillar and players can see it from all around. Objective 3 is the violet flash drive. This one is situated at the top margin of the map. Lying on a window board, it can only be seen when a player is in this very room. USB stick number 4 is outside again. Next to the buildings, the red objective is lying on top of this wall. Target 5 is located in the attic of this house, inside the radioactive zone. The blue flash drive can only be seen when the players are upstairs. Number 6, the last objective, is also situated in the contaminated zone. Here, in a hole in the ground, is the black USB stick. There are 6 possible missions. Before the game starts, one of them will be picked randomly by rolling a dice. Assignment 1 is Sabotage. In this game mode, the agent has to place a bomb at one of the objectives and fire it successfully. The second mission is Theft. Here the agent has to take one of the USB flash drives and deliver it to his spawn. Mission 3 is Piracy. The agent has to transfer the files from one of the targets to a laptop. This laptop is located inside a small building on the playing field. Mission number 4 is Distraction. In this game mode, the agent has to throw a dice several times. In order to pick 2 USB sticks, he has to swap with each other. The last 2 assignments are both recon missions. In the game mode Recon Objective, the agent has to take a photo of one of the USB memory sticks where it is easily visible. However, in game mode Recon Security, which is mission 6, the agent has to take a photo of each security guard. Before we now jump into the first game of Wasteland Operations, we have a tip for you. Most of the time we were speaking German with each other, so make sure to turn on English subtitles. This is quite easy here on YouTube. Just click on this small symbol in the player. Right next to it you can pick a language. And of course you can do this as well with the YouTube app on your mobile device. Let's start with round 1. At first, Cornelius and Marco compete in the security team against Till as the agent. Every game starts with the prep phase. Our agent is already on his way to the gadget selection. Here he is welcomed by the match official. This time it's our Italian friend Toby. He makes sure that the rules are followed and the game works. We start with mission 6, Recon Security. So the agent doesn't have to throw the dice again to pick a USB stick. Instead, he has to take photos of both security guards, where those guys are easily recognized.
Ich nehme mit das Fernglas, das Tarnnetz, den Atemschutz.
While the agent is picking his equipment, security is doing exactly the same.
Wir müssen auf jeden Fall alle 6 Bereiche abdecken, alle 6 Ziele. Brauchen wir auf jeden Fall das Walkie-Talkie, das ist klar, oder?
Walkie-Talkie mit Schallschleicher wieder, ne?
Die sind halt jetzt extrem teuer. Die kosten 25 Grundkochen. Aber das ist schon mal klar, Walkie-Talkie, oder? Kannst du mal irgendwie 20 Grundkochen abzählen? Dann haben wir schon mal ein paar.
As currency in this atomic wasteland, we are obviously using bottle caps. Every team has 100 of them in total, which the players can use to buy their gear.
5, 10, 20. Okay. Blauautpille nehme ich eine mit.
35.
Und den Jam bin ich bei 55.
The Jam, a nasty gadget which disrupts the mobile radios of the security guards. They receive loud transmissions, which allows the agent to identify the position of the security. And secondly, the security has problems to understand each other on the walkie-talkie as well.
Spion nimmst du, oder?
Ja.
Spy. The agent can use this gadget to get inside information about his enemies. He learns what equipment security picked.
Okay. Also zweimal Atemschutz, zweimal Walkie-Talkie, mit einem Headset, Alarm und Blowout. Einmal
Blauautpille. Ich muss jetzt noch würfeln, wo ich einsteige.
The agent has 3 possible spawns on the map. If the dice shows a 1 or a 2, he starts at spawn 1. It's a tunnel in front of a building at the top end of the map. If he rolls a 3 or 4, he gets spawn number 2, which is one of the upper floors of this building. In case of a 5 or 6, the agent starts in another tunnel, but this one is in the radioactive zone. It's a 4. So, this means the agent starts right here. The spawn is also the location where he needs to end his mission in order to be successful.
Okay. Moment! Shit! Ich lege mir beide Blowout-Pillen.
In den Death Drop.
Genau, beide Blowout-Pillen, das Tarnnetz und das Fernglas. Das sind 40 Punkte in den Dead Drop. Und lege mir dafür noch das Tarn-Outfit mit.
The Dead Drop. This is a possibility for the agent to buy some of his equipment for half the price. The downside of this is that he doesn't start with this gear right away, but he has to pick it up on the playing field. The dead drop is hidden in the basement of this apartment building. The security doesn't know if the agent is using the dead drop, but they can speculate on that.
Könnten wir uns dafür die Alarmanlage holen?
Wo wollen wir die anbringen, wenn wir die kaufen?
Na, Laptop. Weil du kannst die anderen Ziele kannst du eh nicht mit einer, ne?
Ich würde den Dead Drop. Ich würde es beim Dead Drop hinsetzen.
Ja?
Ja.
Okay.
Und einfach darauf spekulieren, dass er keinen Laptop hat.
Meinst du?
Ja. Dann kaufen wir uns die für 20. Kannst du noch dazulegen?
Okay.
Was jetzt alles in den Dead Drop?
2 Blowout-Pillen, das Tarnnetz und das Fernglas in den Dead Drop. Und dafür nehme ich mir...
Die Gasmaske nimmst du mit.
Die Gasmaske nehme ich mit, dafür nehme ich mir das Tarn-Outfit mit.
Bedien dich.
Ich will die Atemmaske nehmen, weil dann könnten wir theoretisch auch beide, wenn es zur Verfolgungsjagd kommt, auch in die verseuchte Zone.
Gut, dann.
Okay, both teams pick their gadgets. Let's now take a short look on the players before we start game 1. Okay, ich bin jetzt auf dem Weg zur Position oder zu Spawn 2. Der befindet sich in einem Hochhaus ganz oben. Und dann warte ich da auf das Startsignal und dann geht's los.
Dort bei der Kreuzung startest du
Ja,
und
okay.
machst es ready. Und dann gibst du mir dein Zeichen. Ich starte dort in der Ecke.
The match length is limited to 30 minutes. If the agent doesn't manage to fulfill his mission within that time, the security team wins. Let's start now with the first round of Wasteland Operations.
Ich wiederhole, Mike, check. Kannst du mich hören, Cornelius? Over. Bitte wiederholen. Over.
Ich sagte, ich bin jetzt ready.
Der Alarm, der Alarm, der Alarm, der Alarm. Ich glaube, der Alarm geht los.
Was für ein Alarm? Du hast einen Alarm?
Der Drop ist open.
Ja. Scheiße, Alter.
Auf Teil.
Okay, alles läuft nach Plan. Ich habe mir gedacht, dass die ihren Alarm bei dem Ding hinstellen. Denn ich habe gesehen durch den Spion, dass sie diesen Bewegungsmelder haben. Ich habe den Alarm versucht zu entschärfen, hat aber nicht geklappt. Aber das Gute ist, die werden jetzt hier hinkommen. Meine Mission ist, die zu fotografieren. Easy peasy, ich habe mein Equipment. Ich werde mich jetzt in einen Block schleichen und dann mit dem Fernglas fotografieren.
Ich geh jetzt zur 6. Ich hab ihn! Alter!
Verstrahlung. Fucking hell.
Shit!
Von dir habe ich ein Foto geschafft, von Marco nicht.
Okay, this was a fast round. Already after 5 minutes of playing time, the agent lost because he forgot to use his respirator mask in the contaminated zone. However, apart from this, the first round was already extremely thrilling, and apparently Wasteland Operations is working quite well. During our 2 days in the ghost town, we were playing different versions of the outdoor game. To help us with that, we invited lots of friends to hang out and refine the rules with us. Right now, we're still developing it further. So if you have any ideas to improve Wasteland Operations, share them with us in the comment section down below. What other game modes should there be? What gadgets are missing? What kind of random events should we implement? It's worth getting creative, because we will give away one of our new limited edition BWT calendars for 2019 to the person with the most groundbreaking suggestion. We are thrilled to read your ideas. Deadline is the 2nd of December. If you want to see more of Wasteland Operations, you should tune in again in 2 weeks. In another thrilling video, Agent and Security set off several wild pursuits through the ghost town and try to outsmart each other. Who will be victorious in the end? Find out in the next episode of Wasteland Operations. We were really excited to show you the pilot of our outdoor game. How do you like the new video series? Should we release such videos more often? Don't forget to leave your ideas for the game in the comments. And tune in again in 2 weeks when we publish another suspense-packed episode of Wasteland Operations.